Hello everybody, welcome back to new Transformers toy review, and today I'm taking a quick look at my Transformer collection, and this time I have Transformers Legacy Velocitron Spedia Road Hauler. Now, I really love this mold with the whole fire truck, and the grapple, but I think this is one of the best parts of all. Like, this is the best one from the orange one, I forgot his name, and then Inferno. Inferno looks great, don't get me wrong, but I think this one's great because he comes with he's basically both in one. And then the other one, the orange one, I believe there was issues with him on when he was connecting the back parts, and some people were getting their figure broken. So this is basically the orange with the accessories of Inferno, which is pretty cool, and he just looks great. The color and the head sculpt is amazing. I just like that face, looks cool. Now, I don't own the original orange one. I think it's Hook. No, it's not Hook. And I don't own the original Inferno, the Transformers Earthrise. But I do have the Japanese exclusive where he's like half white. The chest piece is white, and then he comes with the target master. I do have that one, and it's great. But mine is turning white, the yellowing problem and all that stuff. So I wanted a new one, and this one is perfect. By the way, this figure is still like regular Voyager class retail price, and maybe you could get it cheaper though. But this one's a great figure to get if you're trying to get, like, if you can't decide whether or not to get the Inferno, the orange one, or the Japanese exclusive. Not Japanese exclusive, but the I forgot its name, but that one. And they're more expensive than this one. I recommend this one because the color's great. The color's just great. It's just really great. For accessories, you get the little grapple, the little claw, which is pretty cool. You get the gun. The gun is pretty cool. Regular gun, solid, And then you also get the little gun that Inferno has, which is pretty cool, This is really great. Like, this is just great. It just looks amazing. You got the little gun right here, kind of like Inferno. So, I just think this is great. The only thing is, he doesn't have the wings, It's still basically the orange because Inferno has the little wings popping out right here on the side. So, other than that, it's still a great figure, though. They're basically the same, almost the same, So, let me get this arm out. Okay, so the arm's not coming out. If the arm is not coming out on any of these figures, just peg the gun and then just kind of twist it. That's what I do. It's a really easy thing to do right there. As for articulation, the articulation is great. The head just rotates left and right, which is not a big issue. It's fine, but it's kind of hard, to be honest, with the whole backpack and stuff. Not backpack, but the back stuff around his head. So, other than that, yeah, this thing is solid. For the hands, you do have a 360. You go up that much, and you have this piece that it just doesn't look awkward when the arm comes out. He does have a rotation on the arm, and he does have a bend on the bicep, which is just that much, but it's still fine. There might be some hollowness, but it doesn't really bother me because when you have him in like his little, with the claw or the gun, kind of fills it out, so it's not that bad. And then in robot mode, car mode, you don't really see it, so it's not a big deal, to be honest. I still like it. So, same thing for the other arm. Go 360, can go out that much. Bend on the arm. And rotation, the whole 360. We do get a waist swivel, but it's kind of limited to the little back thing. You can move it and still do the 360, so still pretty good. Legs are pretty good, by the way, and then they can go out that much. They can go back that much, and they can go out this much. So, yeah, you do get a nice bend, and you do get some nice ankle tilted. So, this guy has, like, really good articulation and a really great transformation. So, you can do crazy poses with him for sure. Like, that's crazy right there. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's a really good figure. Luckily, I got mine at Ross for like $10. I'm not lying. I really did get, when the Velocitrons were heading to like Ross, I literally got this one at Ross. I got Cosmos. I got what's the other one from the Cybertron universe? The red with white. I forgot its name. I also got Scourge. Well, not Scourge. It's just a sweep. There's a big difference. But yeah. Now for transformations, pretty simple. Just like any other Inferno or the Grapple or the Japanese edition of Inferno. All those, it's basically the same transformation. We're going to rotate these arms back. And then we're going to grab this whole section right here. And we're just going to pull it. And then we're just going to rotate this down backwards. And then this whole section is just going to go up. So it's tucked in here. And then it just kind of goes up. And then from here, we're just going to pull this whole section. Just going to pull it nice and neat. Just like that. And then if you want, you can just start bringing these legs down. Just bring the dead legs down. And then you grab this whole section. And you just bring it down. And it's just going to start tabbing with all the legs and stuff. Just kind of bring it down. Just like that. You see how it's all tucked in and everything? And then just raise this up. Just be careful because it tends to bend on you right there. Just like how you saw. And then the arms, you're just going to rotate them in. And then they're just going to go in there. And then just make sure the arms are facing down. Just so you got the whole thing right here like that. Just rotate like that. And then they also gonna peg right here. So there's no way you can get the arms wrong because they peg together either way. And you just bring this whole section here. And they just kind of peg in there. And then you gotta rotate this piece around. And then you can start bringing you can either have the little hook, or you can have the big claw, machine claw. Which I think is pretty cool that you get that. It looks weird because I rarely see them like that, like these tow trucks, vehicles, and these big vehicles. I really see them with that. I mostly see them with that though. So, but it still looks really cool. You know, it's a cartoon, so anything can happen. You can store the little thingy just like the other guys. Same storage vehicle items on all of them. And then the gun can go right here. So you do get a really nice car mode, you know. It just looks great. And then, like I said, the orange one had trouble with these parts right here. And people were... I remember seeing that they were getting their figure broken and stuff like that. And it was bad figure. Like, I even saw it on Amazon for like $12. Like, it was super cheap, but I skipped on it because of that reason. But then this guy comes along, and then all those problems are fixed, and it just looks great. And I really like the green. He also looks good with Devastator. He does look good with all the Constructicons. They look good together. They just look amazing. So this guy is a really good figure. This is one of my top 10s of like Legacy line because, you know, he fixed the issues from the original one, and he comes with all the accessories from both versions. And the green color is just nice. And the head sculpt is nice. So, and it's a really nice toy. I think it's a really nice figure. You know. But yeah. I'm going to transform this guy back. So, you can leave all that stuff, honestly. And then just take this off. Oh, by the way. You can put that back in there. That way, the whole little hook right here. So, you just flip it down. And then just push that down. And it just stays there. And then you can just put it back. Just like that. And then you just have that. Which I think is pretty cool. So, yeah. Now, for transforming back, it's pretty simple. You're just going to bring that up. Bring those arms out. Just like that. And then I'm just going to use the gun just to open up these arms. It's a lot easier on my Inferno copy. Well, not Inferno again. I don't know the name. The Japanese edition of Inferno, basically. It's a lot easier to take them out, but other than that, it's still a great figure. And then just bring this back down. Bring this back down. We're going to rotate the head right here. And then we're going to rotate this down like that. And then we're going to have to move this out, yeah. And then this whole section just kind of collapses down to each down, just like that. And then I always liked how Inferno's body was like built like this, like the whole ladder turned into the kind of like Defensor combiners. The whole thing just kind of similar to me. I don't like this whole thing because it just kind of gets in the way, so I just take it off and then just kind of like bring this down and then just bring this back up. So you can even store it here, honestly. So you can do that, or you can just put the gun here and then just kind of have him like this with this bullet in there. Ooh, just like that. But overall, this is a great figure. I do highly recommend him. Here's Transformers G1 Optimus Prime. Here is Transformers Voyager Hot Rod, Shattered Glass Hot Rod, one of my favorite figures. And here is Transformers Nemesis Prime, Robots in Disguise, Leader Class, Laser Optimus Prime. So far, this is a great scale, even though he's more like G1, you know, and I'm here mixing like cartoon, G1 retro, and then G1 cartoon. So overall, he still has a good scale. He's great. I really recommend him. This guy is amazing. Ever since I got him, I've been playing, and you don't have to worry about the whole white turning yellow on this guy. It's just bright green, so there's no issues with the color. You don't have to worry about him breaking on the back like the original orange one. So it's kind of a mixture of both in a way, but I just think this one's cool. I like this one better, especially since my favorite color is green. So if you're trying to get this figure, your hopes are OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, or eBay for you to get it cheap. I'm sure you can get it cheap since it's not that popular. It's not like a crazy character, I believe. In my opinion, it's a great figure, but I don't think it's like on some type of like Transformers Rise of the Beast Studio Series Optimus Prime, you know, crazy, where like people were scalping it, the Target exclusive one, which is not Target exclusive anymore. Yeah, it's not that crazy, you know. But overall, this guy's just amazing. So yeah, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and thank you.